Is love in the air, or is your relationship on the verge of destruction? Let's talk about it. Sit back,
relax,
and enjoy your favorite cocktail as we discuss relationships, dating,
sex,
and love. Love on the rocks, that is.
Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks.
Welcome to Love on the Rocks. What's up? It is Roger the Wild Child with Megan Bennett.
Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
beautiful. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Monday. It's been a Monday.
It's the Monday blues.
It is the Monday blues, but it's back to school blues, and this mama heart just can't take it.
Oh, what's wrong? Talk
Just
to me.
having my Langston going into high school, and then Easton, my Langston got me. Like him for some reason, him going to high school has crushed my entire soul. Crushed it. And it was the most emotional. He was already home and I was still crying because Easton was at school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been a Monday.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we have an exciting show planned for today.
I'm so stoked.
We are talking about jealousy in relationships.
Yes. I think it's going to be a good one.
I think it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah. And to make it all the better, oh, there's Crystal. Hi.
Hi.
And Lydia.
Is it?
And some notes.
Hi, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
How are y'all?
Oh, living the dream.
Living the dream.
Summer is almost over.
It is over for us. It started back today.
I got 2
It's
days.
crazy. We still got another month.
Really? When do y'all get out, though?
I think the last day was like June 25th, around there.
See, we're done in like May.
See, yeah, we're done in May, but we go back. Like today we went back, but our last day of school was like May 22nd or May 23rd, something like that. And then we went back today. Are you on year-round schedule, Lydia?
I'm on the what?
Year-round. Like the
I don't
year-round
know.
school schedule? No? Crystal, do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
don't remember.
Yeah, they have the 12-month school versus 9-month
Right.
school.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never.
I'm not ready.
I think it's more like 11-month school because they all take like 1 month off during the summer, but
Right.
it rotates, right? So not all the kids have the
Yes.
same month off during the summer.
Yes.
You'll have one section of kids have June off, the other section have July off, and the other section have August off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like year-round.
It's really
school.
weird.
Yeah.
I'm just
How they
not
do
ready to give up my summer freedom.
Yeah. Yeah. Not at all. Not at all.
So let's talk about jealousy today. The green-eyed monster, jealousy in relationships. That is, I think a lot of people deal with that. Either they're jealous or they're in relationships with somebody that is jealous of them. Everybody's jealous of each other. And, I think it's the biggest killer of relationships.
And friendships.
And friendships.
Yes. It's not about just love relationships. It is friendships.
No, it's friendships. It's career relationships. It's intimate relationships.
It's all of them.
The words just ain't coming out.
It is actually the one of the top relationship killers as far as romantic relationships, friendships. And it's kind of funny because I have this theory that for a romantic relationship to work very well, it has to be built on a friendship. And the correlation between what kills a friendship and what kills a romantic relationship are strangely identical. But jealousy is up there for both of them.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
And actually, if you guys do want some numbers,
I'm curious to know.
Yeah, me too.
82% of Americans report having had feelings of jealousy in a relationship.
That's a high number.
That's
Yeah.
82%.
82%. Now, that 82% of jealous people or people who have experienced jealousy in a relationship, it's all different things across the board. So that's why that number is so high. It's things ranging from feeling like your partner is outgrowing you, like maybe like your partner got some, big promotion at work, got a raise, things are going their way, you might be in a slump, something like that, all the way down to social media stuff, which is problem.
People get jealous on social media. My daughter gets mad if I like something from one of the other kids and don't like her stuff.
Oh, goodness.
You know what I'm saying? I love her, but she's like, you never like my stuff. Why do you like this kid? Is that your favorite? I'm
all
like,
of her stuff.
what favorite? No.
Didn't we talk about being in the MySpace top 8?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Oh
That's
my
too
god.
funny.
So social media is a huge problem when it comes to jealousy. But I think something that's important to remember, and I got to put it out there, is you got to remember that social media is everybody's highlight reel. So keep that in mind.
Yes.
So Chad Poltnick from my Kick-Ass Country, he does middays. He said
I love
relationships
him.
are like gardening. You can't do it with a messed up hoe.
Chad, I could not have said it better myself. Male or female.
Not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Jealousy is a relationship killer. And I honestly think when it comes to jealousy in friendships, that hurts just as bad.
Mhm.
Right.
I-
Right.
It does.
For sure. Yeah.
I think it hurts more because you expect to be jealous with someone you're in a
Intimate relationship.
with. You don't expect your friend to be jealous.
Right.
Or for even you to be jealous of your friend.
Of them.
I think so anyways.
I
Do
can
you
see that.
Do you know what I'm jealous about?
What's
What?
that?
That you guys are giving more attention to Ike than you are me. You're more excited to have him on the show than me to be on the show.
In all
We
fairness, who
love
wouldn't
you
be excited?
So much.
Stop. Jealous. No.
Yeah.
See you all the time, Roger.
Yeah.
I
It is
know,
so
I
good
know.
to see you, Ike.
Welcome back, dude.
Thank you. And I felt for you,
Yes,
Megan, in the
welcome
beginning,
back.
talking about your children and missing them
Mhm.
at school. And I want to just come out and hug you.
I wish I could so bad. I
You're an
love
amazing
you.
mom. You really
You
are.
helped me through so much, and you are just the best. I love you so much.
Well, I'm happy to be here. I love you all.
Yes.
She doesn't
We
lie.
miss you,
She's
Ike.
been crying all day.
I'm gonna.
She texted me at like
Stop.
6:00 this morning, crying.
Yeah.
Like
I've been crying all day.
And I'm like waking up like it's on my last days of summer.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
Crystal, help me.
I don't
like,
even want
sweat
to
it
deal with summer ending. I'm like, oh, it's the worst.
Too soon.
Yeah.
But
Too
like
soon.
we're jealous of what keeps you away from Love on the Rocks. So
Yes,
we're so
right.
glad
exactly.
you're back.
You've
I'm
left
Good
us
point,
all.
Crystal.
I truly miss you all so much. I had such a blast when it was with the ladies. But I know now it's just Roger. Roger,
It is.
It's just Roger.
It's just
listen, I
Roger.
love you, Roger.
I'm the last man standing here.
Yeah, and
I get. We've
said
run
it
them
before.
off.
Yeah. As
We've run
you
them off.
Like
should.
us?
Well, maybe I should invite Chad to be on our show as
Could
a
you
relationship.
please?
Yeah. Okay, Chad, if you're still watching, you haven't logged off yet, you should be a relationship influencer on Love on the Rocks.
Come be a guest.
That would be
Yes.
so much fun.
He's gonna get shit just because his name is Chad.
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
Probably.
Right?
Absolutely.
I don't know, understand the lore of the name Chad or like
I don't either. But
people
you're
starting with
100%
J,
right.
but I know it's like all over the place.
100% right.
I miss this so much.
Even
And
down
you
to
need
the
to come
J.
So
You need to
scary.
come back. I
Yes.
I know. Once everything starts to die down a little bit and I have a little bit more,
Is that ever
freedom.
going to happen, though?
Yeah, it will.
I'm
will.
so jealous that you're so popular.
Well,
All right.
I know.
But I
What?
have to tell you, Crystal, I can't believe 82%.
82% of
That's
people have reported feeling jealous in a romantic relationship.
bananas.
Yeah, see, I never want to feel that way. So
I'm part of that 82%.
I think, though, I am bad. Not that I'm bad, but when you look at like the spectrum of what falls in that 82% of what people are jealous of and the range, like, okay, like feeling someone's outgrowing you, that's also a, self-confidence thing, but that social media one hits hard.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
Or another thing that was on the list of stuff that people become jealous of is if the other partner spends more time outside the house or with their friends than the other partner does.
Now, see, for me, I would think giving my partner, like the both of us, the ability to go out and hang out with our friends, have like a Thursday or Friday night where we could go out and branch out. I think that's great because then you're going to have that regret of not spending time with your friends, and then you're going to hate your partner more. And then
You have a guys' night, you have a girls' night, but in your case, you would have a guys' night and a guys' night.
It's an even balance, I think. I mean,
It
really is.
There's something to that even balance thing because it's really important not to lose yourself. And I think when you lose yourself in the other person and they become everything,
right,
and you're relying on them to fulfill your happiness, and they're still going out doing their own thing, and you're not.
Yeah, then that's
Yeah.
So, have you guys ever been jealous in a relationship?
I have.
Yeah.
Well, the relationships that I've been in, if the partner that I'm with is not giving me enough attention or has withdrawn from giving attention and like starts talking with other guy friends and where I'm not, the focus or my feelings don't matter, then
feelings do matter.
Well, they do, but they act like my feelings don't matter.
Okay, catch me up because it's been a while since I've been here.
Oh, you are in for a ride, my friend.
So you're not with that same person with the trick vagina. Remember
this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Wasn't it? Who was the one? It was a year ago that you were like, "Oh, she's doing this and that," and
not prepared for that.
Oh, was this the butt plug girl at the
yes,
bed and breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I had the wrong end.
There, you found a hole. Just
he got it.
She was on our show before.
I really missed this.
What?
So you are still with this person?
No,
or you're not. Okay, so
no.
So
many have come and gone.
Okay, so you missed out. So what happened was
since then.
Okay, so what happened was we stopped talking. She got married to some dude, and this is the whole thing was she was living with me in Idaho. I would go to sleep and she would talk to her like ex-boyfriend while I was sleeping. And then she, whatever, the relationship was over. Then, we decided to become friends again down the road once everything simmered. And then, I brought her on the show. I think it was the episode where Can Exes Be Friends Again?
Did you all know this?
Well, yeah, because they were all on the show.
I did not know that was your. No. No.
I believe at the time I knew, but I can't tell you that I know.
Yeah, Kara was the butt plug girl.
Now I got to go back and watch our old episodes and figure this out.
Mind blown.
Oh my God.
Like, that's something you should tell us ahead of time.
Mind blown.
Well,
I think we did know because I was trying not to make reference
about
of it.
You might have known her if she was sitting on her head.
Okay, wait a second.
This is true.
We never talked about this on the air. We talked about this in the green room.
Had to have because we did not.
Can't say that anymore.
This I did not know.
Oops.
Wow.
My bad.
And here's the irony of it. Here's the crazy thing about this. So, like, she messaged me Happy 4th of July, and I messaged her Happy 4th of July. I said, hope everything's going well. So this last week, I just decided to go ahead and send her a random message and be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
And it's blocked. So then I go to pull her up on social media, and I'm blocked. And I'm like, what the hell?
I'm with Crystal's expression. Yeah.
I swear to God,
Shocker.
I need
No.
I'm like, when did this happen or how did this happen?
Did you
Why?
email her?
I sent her an email. She didn't respond. I sent her a message on Instagram. She read it, but won't respond. I bet you she got a boyfriend and got one of these, I got to cut all my exes out of the picture thing.
Well, yeah, she should.
Right.
You should. You shouldn't even respond to her,
She
Roger.
should at least.
Right.
Roger, you should have never have texted her.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
She's on Adam and Eve shopping for a new boyfriend.
Yeah. She is not sweating you.
Battery.
Oh, I know.
operated.
We were friends still, you
No,
know.
you're worth.
No.
Well, yeah, apparently not.
No.
No, that's not
All right.
friend.
So now your current boo. There's
I don't-
jealousy there.
I don't have a current boo. I'm
Oh,
looking
then-
for one. I'm just speed dating. I'm
Oh.
doing meet. I'm doing meet.
He's
and
doing his
greet.
meet and greets.
Ah. How's that working out?
If anybody is in the Texas
I'm
area
single.
and is interested in Roger, please let us know. Send us a
Please.
DM. You
Yes,
can be
anyone.
Oh
anonymous.
my
We'll
God.
find out.
Instagram handles on there. We'll get,
Please.
Watch the Roger the Wild Child show.
Yeah.
You'll find out more about him.
Yeah. Well,
It's funny too because I'll date people and then I'll like when I'm meeting people and I'll be talking to them, be like, "Oh, what do you do? I got 2 radio stations. I got 2 podcasts. What are they? Oh, I gotta do a Nashville show and I do a dating show. Oh, so you're on this app so that you can get stories for your podcast.
Ooh.
oh.
Oh.
It's actually a
Mike,
good idea,
no.
Yeah.
No, I
call it
actually
research.
but
I
That's
don't
what
mix
Reddit
the
is
two.
for.
Yeah. I don't mix the two. So like if I was into a real relationship, I wouldn't bring it to the show unless
Agreed.
they're okay with it. Right.
100%.
Agreed.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the show is the show. And I mean, I have no problem talking about failed meet and greets and
Okay.
BS that I come along the way. But if I start getting into a relationship, I'm not going to bring our dirty laundry out on the show unless
Right.
they're okay with us talking about it.
Oh, I do.
Then I
give
would
a-
bring them on just so they could tell their side because that would
I don't
make
give a fuck.
Me neither.
I know you don't.
Bring it all in.
I will throw them straight under the
Yeah.
bus. I don't give a fuck.
You would.
Especially if it
not.
goes south, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna speak my piece.
Yep.
But see, for me, like, even if a relationship ended badly, that's still kind of embarrassing on me.
Right.
But,
Right.
like-
It is.
So I think I've discovered more so recently that that's a huge problem that I have with almost all of my exes is like it was an embarrassing end for me,
Okay.
as in like they did something that was so disrespectful, and then I'm just like I'm made to look like the idiot.
Right.
That's so.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with you there because I feel like now that's a campaign. I need to out this person. I need to expose them. And you shouldn't even be embarrassed that they did something horrible to you.
See, I don't know.
No
there's
one is
one
allowed
thing-
to make you inferior, make
Right,
you feel inferior
yeah.
without
Inferior
your
to-
consent.
There you go.
I'm getting bumper stickers. I'm out
There you go.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
You're making billboards.
Yeah. I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah.
So-and-so's a hoe.
Yeah.
Oh, show.
So-and-so's a fofo show.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still stuck on that 82%. Now I'm wondering, is that number so high because of social media?
I think it would be.
Right?
It
I think
is
so too.
the biggest chunk. Now, like I said, it's a huge range in there, but it is the biggest chunk and actually occurs most often.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the
Relatable.
jealousy. So when people do experience jealousy, it's really just a sign that they're afraid that something is threatening the relationship.
Okay.
Right. So you can see how social media being like,
The world at your fingertips.
yeah,
Mhm.
Literally.
can be threatening. So automatically there's like that, anxiety. there
Anything is
about
possible.
everything.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest, like I will 100% go through a dude's social media and just, and I'm going
Mhm.
to base my opinion off of what I see. Like, this is what you're presenting to the world. Like, all right, then I'm going to,
The truth comes out. But then again, people have the real life and they have a social media life.
realize my plan.
So how they
I-
appear, You agree?
Nobody saw that.
I say
Yeah.
this all the time to my followers. You know, and I was at a con this past weekend, and I wasn't there as a guest or anything because I don't believe I have made it to that point where I need to be a guest. But I was visiting my friend who was actually the special guest of the con. And there was a bunch of people who were there that I've been friends with on Facebook with for a long time. And the first thing I always tell people is I am much better online than I am in person. Like, I'm very awkward in person. I'm more quiet in person. I'm
Right.
more reserved. Because you have to maintain this persona online, especially like, in the career that I'm in. And I'm sure Ike, you agree, you have to put yourself out there.
Right.
But normally I would just be like, I'm not posting a ton of pictures of
Right.
myself. I'm not posting this or that, but you have to stay relevant. So you have to be
right.
posting all the time. And it's like, that's not really who I am.
I've gotten really bad at posting lately. I've stopped caring a ton about what I post. Although it is a way that like I do keep in touch with family and like, so they can see my kid growing up and what I'm up to. But other than that, and I'm really bad at keeping up with it. Like I don't even post my art half the time, and that's something that I should be posting.
Right.
So, but I'm still totally going to stalk somebody's social media.
Well,
100%.
it's not just social media. Okay, so you have a partner, right? And you're with them and they're constantly in their phone and they're texting somebody and you don't know who it is, but then you got to go, you're afraid to say or call them out. Who are you texting? Because you don't want to, feel like you're like over being controlling or anything like that. But then they're having conversations with somebody and they don't tell you who it is. And then you find out later
Right.
that
Done.
you know what I'm saying? So it's just,
Right.
it's
No, you
not
gotta-
just social media they get locked in. They get locked into their electronics.
I never want to feel like I have to go through somebody's phone. If I feel like I have to go through your phone, like the relationship's done.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Like you cannot live like that. That's nuts.
No, and that's a red flag right at the gate. Like
Oh,
if they're doing that, it's like, no, this is not
Right.
going to work out.
And then they go, "What? You don't trust me?
You don't trust me.
Right.
That's the famous line.
Yeah, you don't trust me." And it's
No,
like,
I don't.
I
As a
don't.
matter of fact, I don't, homie. I don't.
No.
We're going to be right up front.
Yeah. Nope.
Now, do you think jealousy stems from like, I don't know, like if somebody's that you're dating is really jealous, do you think it stems from something that's happened in their past? Like it could be maybe a bad relationship with somebody.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Yeah,
be a
it's
boyfriend or
trauma.
girlfriend.
The article I found, I was just going to bring it up. It was like, why do we
I'm
get
having a hungry
jealous? I'm not the only one. I mean, Crystal, you're not the only one. So it says jealousy in relationship can be more about your own vulnerabilities than about your partner's actions. So like you just mentioned, it says you may be prone to jealousy if you've had painful experiences in your past. But it's important to talk to your partner about those issues so that they can be mindful of it and help you with your quote unquote triggers.
Okay.
Jealousy also, I believe, Crystal, you touched on this earlier. It can be driven by low self-esteem or poor self-image. So it's like, oh, well, why is he hearting these other people's pictures? Like, so he doesn't find me attractive anymore because I don't find myself attractive. So why would
And
he?
wait, can we talk about that right there for 1 second? The hearting
Yeah.
other people's pictures. All right, listen, I'm at an age, we are grown.
Right.
If you are on social media hearting other women's pictures and they aren't your relatives,
Mm-hmm.
no, we're too old for that. Like we're not playing that game. If it means that much to you to heart her picture as opposed to just not do it or not follow, somebody who you maybe shouldn't be following, then you also shouldn't be in a relationship.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you got to put if you're really ready for a relationship, you're going to put the blinders on. You're going to do what it takes to make your partner feel secure, even if it's their own insecurity, because a lot of jealousy does come from insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's what I said. My daughter gets jealous of me hearting my other kids' things more than her. And bless her heart, I love her to death. And it's like, no, I don't have favorites. But that's an example as like within the family. But
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. If you have a significant other and you're hearting somebody's picture, but you know what? I think it's all by case by case. You might have a person that has the opposite sex that may be or in your case like the same sex, but them and their kid or their dog or whatever, and the picture's cute. Then I mean, there's a time to heart. But if they're wearing like some sexy outfit and you're hearting it, then that's disrespectful to the partner you're with.
Yeah, if she's like naked and has a heart cookie that says your name on it. Yeah, that's trouble.
And I don't know if
That's
people realize
definite
this.
trouble.
You make your partner look stupid.
Right.
Like when you're out there hearting these other people's pictures, like your partner who you supposedly care about now looks like a dumbass in the eyes of the person whose picture you're hearting.
Do they really though? I mean, is it really?
100%.
I've never looked at it that way. I never looked at it as this. I mean, it's just hey,
I do. When I see somebody's man hearting a whole bunch of girls' pictures and stuff all the time, I'm like, wow, she looks like an idiot.
Yeah, like does she know that this isn't happening? Yeah,
right.
See, I'm in the minority now,
and that's why I guess I'm still single.
I believe that we're not. This idea of monogamy has been like thrust upon us in society, and that like earlier on in the beginnings of Love on the Rocks, I had come up with the topic of polygamy. Unfortunately, I was not able to make that show, but I do believe that we're not meant to be monogamous in relationships. So as long as you are honest with your partner about what you're doing, be like, oh, I find this person really attractive. Why am I going to be jealous? Because I can then come and say, well, I find this person very attractive.
Right.
So it depends on the type of relationship you
absolutely
have.
Absolutely.
So I say hard on.
I think that's another form of jealousy too, because what happens if somebody is in a relationship where there's 3 people who love each other, but one is starting to get more attention than the other one? Then the jealousy is really going to start.
That does happen, and that's why you have to have clear boundaries, and be very communicative in your relationship, especially with your primary partner. But yes, a lot of if you say you are in a monogamous relationship and you what is that like I'm going to give my man the ultimate gift and I'm going to give him a 3-way.
Yeah.
Your partner is going to look at it as, oh, all his attention was on this other girl. It wasn't on me, but you brought this person into the situation. So it's like, how can you come out and say that?
Could it be a setup
now?
And now for a guy, it's like, oh, is this a setup?
So I don't even numbers.
Oh no.
Oh, imagine that.
Yes.
I think numbers are fun though, because it gives you a more realistic view.
Right.
Out there.
So
I like your research.
Sometimes it's hard to find numbers on the very specific niche thing that we're talking about. But while I don't have numbers, I did come across quite a few things that talked about the idea of threesomes and how they do tend to cause issues of jealousy in relationships if boundaries and stuff are not clearly communicated ahead of time, and if people aren't sticking to the rules agreed to.
Right.
But also, just my opinion, if I'm gonna be nice.
Say it. Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
If a woman is willing to give you a threesome, your dick is trash.
That's my
Preach.
girl. That is my girl.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if any of you like follow Jelly Roll and Bunny in their
Yes.
relationship.
I'm obsessed with them. Yeah.
So they frequently have relations. Like she
Right.
will bring in another woman all the time. I do believe that they have certain rules, like he can't finish with the other person, you know? So that's their boundaries.
They have rules set.
Right.
Speaking
Yeah.
of bringing in like another person, do y'all remember when you all let me dress
Oh,
up
no.
for Halloween? Meg, I'm looking right at you because you're the first one to know.
I want to know now.
I loved it.
So we were in LA
100%.
for Halloween.
Yes, I remember.
It was a lot of fun. Had a great time. We're all dressing up because it's the Halloween party. Everybody picks out their costumes. Crystal's the last one. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I wanted to do something fun with like my hair and makeup.
I do believe I gave y'all the perfect costume.
You
and
did.
Nobody wanted to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
hindsight
remember
is
this,
2020. You
But
guys
I
would have
ended
made
up-
very adorable Tweedles.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right.
because we
were
didn't
supposed to be
follow
Tweedles.
Lydia's advice.
Now we know.
Now
And
we
what did you do? What did you dress up?
know.
I
I
was a
must-
unicorn.
But
Yeah,
when
she
we-
was a
didn't know.
unicorn. Yeah.
What does a
And you had
unicorn
problems
represent?
with your horn, didn't you?
Okay, I also wasn't
I just
considering that
posted that
everybody was
video.
straight up in any vehicle. So all night long, anytime we went somewhere, I had to drive like
She
this.
was like this, like
Because when we would be like in the Uber or whatever, her head was
She was-
cocked. It's like doing this thing.
Because I couldn't take
Because
it
you had
off
that
either.
big.
yeah, it
That-
was pinned
in my
in,
hair.
like, really, really good. We pinned it
was-
in.
It was in there. It was the only time in my life where I've ever been clearly visible in a crowd. Because first of all, I had on like 6-inch platforms, and then I had this big light up horn on my head. And for those of you who don't know me,
Adorable.
I'm a very short person. So it was nice to be able to be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
like-
people approached you?
We got a lot of
Do you
people
know what
that
I mean? Because
yeah.
a unicorn in
the
a
wild.
relation in the wild is referred to as a woman who is looking to join a couple, and they're called unicorns because it's very rare that a single female is looking to join a couple. So I think when people see you dressed as a unicorn, they are inclined to think, oh, she's trying to put it out there that she's a unicorn.
So what are guys called that want to be with a
Hold
guy and a
on,
girl?
I'm
if
just
girls are
buying my
unicorns?
They are
buying
just
my
men.
unicorn outfit now
Oh,
on Amazon. Hold on.
There you go.
I think I made mine. I'll share my plans with you.
Okay, please, thank you.
Okay, so we're talking about jealousy here, guys. It's the green-eyed monster, jealousy and relationship. But let's talk about work relationships. Let's take a turn here for a moment.
I've never been jealous of a coworker.
No.
Mm-mm.
What
What
if
if
you
I
found
am the
out they were
biggest-
making, you guys started at the same time and they were making more money and you were doing the same exact job?
Okay,
I would be
that
jealous
would piss
and I
me
might be
off.
pissed at who made that decision.
That would
Right.
piss me off, but not at that person.
Yeah.
It would be like whoever is in charge or whoever is responsible for that. That's bullshit. But
I will
Even,
say, as
and
far as,
especially
like,
if they got a promotion over you when
Right.
you've done the same exact
Right.
work, it
right,
would still be on the person that gave them the promotion.
I feel like it would. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel
So-
I would.
when it comes to work relationships, okay, and this is just my personal experience. When I was in college, I used to work somewhere where I worked with a minimum of 100 girls, give or take, and you would expect it to be very catty. And it really wasn't. It was pretty freaking great. And I think it's because we all kind of felt like we were on the same level, or like we knew that, we were pretty darn equal.
Right.
It wasn't until I got my big girl job that I started experiencing jealousy in the workplace. And let me tell you,
Really?
that shit is a killer.
It is.
It makes it miserable. And
Yeah.
I've experienced mean girls as an adult, like,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
very strange to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's embarrassing for
That's
those
disgusting.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, tell me you're jealous without telling me you're jealous. Like, I didn't even know these people. Their
Yeah.
names. I don't even know what they look like, but like really like weird mean girl stuff like that we're too old for.
Right.
But yeah,
You
I
can't sit with
experienced-
us.
You can't sit with us. Doesn't even go here.
Yeah.
No, but I understand that completely. Like working as an actress, I don't even feel like I am anymore. But
Oh, you are.
Oh yeah.
You are.
but you see it all the time, especially when there is a big, or not even a big group, but like new girls that come out on the scene, and suddenly they're in everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they will start messaging directors and bad mouthing you so that they get the
Oh.
part.
No.
Yes. Happens
Cutthroat.
all the time. Oh, it's terrible.
Wow.
And it's like there is more than enough roles for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That's
Don't
so
feel like-
unnecessary.
As a director, if somebody went out of their way to badmouth somebody else without me asking,
Right. I definitely wouldn't want
Red
them on my
flag.
set.
Yeah.
Right.
and I'm like,
you
why?
would think.
Like if
Yeah.
first of all, I would never talk shit about somebody unless I was asked, and I would never talk shit about somebody. I would tell the truth.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And
There is
sometimes the truth isn't nice.
Mhm.
I think people misinterpret that. They're like, "Oh, they were talking shit about me." It's like, "No, I
was stating
told
facts.
the truth of what
Right.
happened. If you're taking it as talking shit, then you need to reevaluate how
That's a
you
you
see
problem.
yourself in situations."
Exactly.
Right. That's not a me problem.
Mhm.
Yeah. I haven't had any like jealousy issues at work. I've seen it happen at work.
Yeah, same.
And
Same.
yeah, it's not pretty.
No, but I've never personally dealt with it.
Yeah.
That's why I like to be invisible at work. Like that's the last place.
Yeah. Do your job. That's what you're
Yeah.
there for, right?
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, that's-
Yeah.
But
How
I've always,
do we deal with jealousy?
woo, my mouth gets the best of me.
I know it does.
So actually,
100%.
my
The research, according to Psychology Today, there's no instant cure for jealousy. But if you accept the fact that jealousy is normal and challenging negative thoughts and practicing mindfulness may help you reduce its pull. When jealousy is overwhelming, talk to a therapist can help enormously. How do you stop feeling jealous about your partner's past relationships is brought up in this article as well. And it says many people feel retrospective jealousy.
Oh.
I felt that not while I was in a relationship, but of like somebody who, like after we ended things and they told me about like the relationships and stuff that they had after and how much better they were to other people.
Mhm.
Mm.
I was like, wow, like why couldn't you do that for me?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Or
know
the-
what?
yeah,
That's another form of jealousy, Crystal, I think, right? Because now
Yeah,
when
it
you're
is.
seeing somebody treating somebody better than they treated you, oh yeah, I'm going to be
Mhm.
jealous.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, what was wrong with me?
Right. Yeah.
Like, why couldn't you do that for me? But then I also know, like, well, they are capable of doing it. So,
Ugh, but why not us?
But I
so,
think
yeah.
also it goes with people grow over time and they see the mistakes they've made in previous relationships. So that could happen,
Yeah.
you know.
It could change.
It's all about each
people do
person's
change.
perception. Yeah.
Like if you take yourself for instance, do you feel like you are the same type of person in relationships you have now than relationships you had 10 years ago?
No, absolutely.
No.
Different person.
Because you've grown and you've changed the way you look at things. So yes, while you may not have been treated great in said relationship, now you see them treating a partner the way that partner should be treated. Yeah, you're jealous, but I think it's misplaced jealousy, I guess. I would
Yeah.
say, because you have to look at it as that person has grown and realized the mistakes they've made in relationships, and hopefully that's what it is. But because of low self-esteem, which we've already established is one of the main forms of why we are jealous.
Mhm.
You're and we're all guilty of it no matter what. Like, well, what was so wrong with me
Right.
that I didn't get that,
Right.
you know? And that's just something we need to, we have unrealistic expectations in relationships.
Mhm.
And
Right.
when your relationship does not meet those expectations, you become jealous in certain areas and you start looking out for the things that are wrong.
Right. Mm-hmm.
which then in turns causes more jealousy.
Sometimes your jealousy can also push away your partner if you're not
Yes.
communicating clearly. And that becomes a whole other issue where your jealousy will actually end the relationship.
Yeah.
But before I forget, I do have to share because we were talking about how to deal with jealousy. And one of my coworkers, not the one who's jealous of me, sent me, she knows the drama, she knows the tea, sent me a meme the other day. She goes, sends a meme, goes, "This is you. My toxic trait is when I find out someone doesn't like me, I try to make it worse."
Same.
So apparently
That
that's
is
how
so
I deal
relatable.
Perfect.
with jealousy in the workplace.
That's the way to do
Which
it.
reminds me that I didn't send you a meme today.
You didn't send me a meme.
So now I have to find one to send to you.
For those of you watching us right now, if you have a jealousy story, just put it in the chat, like to know, or if you have a question for any of the influencers or hosts, and let us know. Feel free to get in the chat and sound off. So
I think there's also different types of jealousy.
There is.
Like, I feel no ill will towards you, Crystal, but I'm very jealous of your hair
Aw.
because I
Aw.
have very thin, stringy, frizzy hair, and I would love voluminous, long hair.
I'm
But
constantly.
I feel no ill will towards you. I'm
Right.
just like,
You're-
I wish I had
envy.
that.
Envy.
So-
That's more than jealous. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Bingo.
think there's like a healthy, I don't know.
A healthy jealousy. Right.
It's a thing.
hey, it's normal to be jealous. And if, like you said, healthy jealousy, if you're in a relationship, if you don't show any jealousy, does the person think that you really care about them?
I
Yeah.
have experienced that because I am not a jealous person in relationships, and it has been brought up that their feelings have been hurt because I was not jealous.
Really?
But then if you
Yes.
were, you'd be crazy.
right.
No,
you win.
they just want to have the reassurance that I care about them as much as I say I do, that
So could
I
you
would be
reassure them in a
jealous if
healthy way?
somebody I'm sorry, what?
Could you reassure them in a healthy way instead? Like with
Yeah,
that?
that's like I cannot help the way that you feel.
Yes. Bingo.
I will try to understand and try my best to circumvent that, but I cannot change how I feel either.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to tell the person that you're in a relationship, how great they do look. If they're going out to a dinner, my God, you look
Mhm.
amazing. You look so hot in that. I think it's important to express that the person you're with,
Right.
make them feel good that you're the reason why I'm in this relationship. You're
Right.
amazing head to toe.
Right. And
So Colette on YouTube says there's a difference between territorialism and jealousy.
100%.
I'm
I feel like they kind of go hand in hand.
yeah.
Really? I guess
Yeah, I
that's my
think
sister.
so.
I guess we do think alike.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
Sarah
Sarah.
Lester checking in on Facebook.
How are you?
See, like I don't consider myself a jealous person, but I do have like boundaries and expectations that if you are constantly like crossing those boundaries or breaking those boundaries, like then yes, I'm going to communicate to you that I don't like how it feels. But
Right.
I don't consider myself a jealous person. But at the same time, I'm not going to be seen dating a man who's online hearting everybody's pictures.
Yeah. no.
Right.
That's embarrassing. Like, don't make me look
Right.
dumb in front of my friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and heart all your pictures.
I get jealous. I'll admit it.
I'll like all
Yeah,
your
but-
pictures too, Megan.
Thank you.
All right, now that it's solved, whatever. So now both Crystal and Megan will both have hearted
Yes.
pictures from
Yeah.
Lydia.
Pictures I don't post.
All my posts are obnoxious, I feel. They're just obnoxious.
And I love them.
I'm trying to dissect what your posts are half the time. I'm
You
like,
half the time you won't.
You don't have to. I get it.
You don't have to,
Like-
yeah.
what's in Megan's head?
Yeah.
I've been having, I feel like, fun posts lately. Like I had a debate. A lot of them revolve around food. I was like, oh, are we all does anybody wait an appropriate amount of time to eat a pizza roll when it comes out of the
Yeah, that's
oven?
what doesn't you
Or
does
do
it?
we all just accept
Yeah.
the fact that our mouth is going to be burned for the
Scorched.
rest of the day?
Right.
Um,
Right.
and then that led up to a follow-up post on, do we toast Pop-Tarts or are we just raw dogging them out of the package?
Oh, this is a good poll. Who here toast their Pop-Tarts? I do.
I don't.
No.
But
I do
did
both.
No,
I eat them
don't.
raw, I eat them cold, and I heat up so that it's all.
Very rarely will I toast them. Usually
I
in a
can't
pan.
remember the last time I toasted a Pop-Tart. It's
Oh.
got to be at least a decade.
I'm fucking flabbergasted. I thought
Yeah.
everybody
I was
toasted.
flabbergasted
But-
because I had a bunch of people comment that they freeze their Pop-Tarts and eat
Really?
them.
Thank
And
you,
I was like,
Sarah.
I never would have.
As
Toasted.
I
Didn't even
commented
cross my mind.
when
Yeah,
I saw Lydia's post on the Pop-Tarts, I was literally eating a Pop-Tart at that very moment.
I
Was-
have
and it
to
wasn't
heat
toasted.
And
the
if I didn't
brown-
look like a hot mess at the moment, I would have like posted a picture.
I love Pop-Tarts.
Untoasted Pop-Tart.
the brown sugar, the cinnamon toasted.
the
Oh my
one.
God.
That's where it's at. That's where
the
it's at.
one.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's my fave.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm hungry now.
Well, of course.
Are you?
Pop-Tarts
Yeah.
get jealous too because
Those are
I had
good.
the blueberry and I never
Frosted
eat
strawberry. Are
Yum.
them.
Okay, Sarah Lester, she says, I'm not a jealous person, but my ex would talk to his ex
No.
twice a day,
Oh.
but absolutely refused to call me and tell me when he was going to be working late or had errands to run. It drove me crazy.
Okay.
See, I've been in
Sarah,
her shoes, and
Sarah, I'm
Take
just going
it,
to say that the best part of that was he's your ex.
Mhm. I'm glad he's your ex.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know,
100%.
like when, and I hate to pigeonhole it, I don't know when fuckboy behavior became the norm, but like the fact that she was probably expected to just be okay with, I'm sorry, what grown ass man in a relationship thinks that that behavior is okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
don't be in a relationship then. It's
Right.
that simple. Like, just be brutally honest about it. When you aren't honest about what you want in the relationship, you're literally taking the choice away from the other person.
Yeah. And this is no dig
Right.
at you, Roger, or any of the men out there, but do men ever really grow up? Do they ever get out of that thing where they're like, they have to like something, talk to their ex? I just don't, I don't know.
Right.
I think so. And
Yeah,
I
we
think
grow
that's why
up.
you start seeing a lot of younger women with older.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm like, because right now it's like, okay, I'm 53 years old. Do I want to date a 60-year-old wrinkly lady, or do I want to date somebody that's in their 30s, 40s, and
Right.
that still has the looks, or do I want to go?
But at a certain point, like,
You're
it's
shallow
really
as
difficult
fuck.
to
Yeah.
relate to that person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, there
The-
is like a big, it's like a generational gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I've
I-
always had huge age gaps.
Yeah,
so
same.
I can't really.
I find myself, I get along and date younger men better than older men.
Really.
Older men I find are really still immature.
Right.
I don't know why. That's why I was trying to figure this out.
Okay.
But I do date mature men that
Okay.
but that are younger, not much younger, but
Right.
you know, they're younger than me. But anybody who can make me laugh, who I feel like I'm going to be able to trust them. If I see that right in the beginning, then I'm going to try to make it work
Right.
and see what I can do. But if you have a
Right.
red flag right at the gate, forget it.
Yeah. You're out.
I
Yeah.
do wonder, and this is specific just to to all gay men or even gay women, like to anybody in the LGBTQA plus.
Mhm.
Did I get all of them?
Yep.
I wonder if because you were saying older men are like that, I wonder if it's because in the beginning they felt they had to hide themselves.
Yes.
Right.
100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That makes
it
sense.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
suppressing a lot of what they
Mhm.
didn't get to experience in
Right.
their
In the
And-
beginning. Right.
yeah.
And it is jealousy too, because they were shut out. you
Right.
know, and now they're seeing all these younger guys that are able to be themselves. But, you know, if you want that relationship that you couldn't have in the past, now's your time,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and I have to
See,
tell you, the dating sites are the worst. Oh my God. It's like for
Aren't they
me,
though? They're
it's
brutal.
it's like the clearance section at Walmart when I'm on there. I'm like,
which one's your favorite? We were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
The most successful ones. Which one's your favorite?
Grinder's his favorite.
I deleted Grinder.
Because it was all
There's
butthole pics.
there's it's literally all dick pics as their
Is it
profile.
really?
That when you go out, you don't know what they look like or who you're looking for. You have to drop your
Right.
pants. Is that you? You know, it's like,
Oh my god.
You're like, were you showing it at a different angle?
yeah, or you say,
So
oh my
creative
God,
lighting
your
and
nose looks much bigger in the profile pic.
Right.
But it's horrific. But Scruff is one that. But that's the thing. Straight people have such promising websites. eHarmony, you know, Match.com. We have Adam for Adam. You know, Scruff, Grinder. They're horrible. They're all the same people. They're just on different sites.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You need to make your own.
Yes. Or I need a dating show.
Oh.
Oh, hey, I've got that going on right now, and it's not working for me.
Well, let's give me a shot. Oh my God, you could all be. This would be good.
What?
To have you all judging.
Yes.
Oh, like
We got to give the clearance. We got to
Right.
give the clearance.
Exactly.
All right, so we're taking applications.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you guys ever go on like a dating show, like a Bachelor or Bachelorette?
I would.
I don't think I could.
As a contestant or the person looking?
Ooh.
I think
Because
you
I
as
feel
a-
like that's
I didn't
two
even think about
totally
That's so different.
as
Yeah.
a
Oh,
contestant, as the contestant, I feel like you would feel very confident because you're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, all these people want me. Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But then if you are the person who is competing
jealousy kicks in.
majorly,
I would definitely
So
want to be the
much.
one looking
Right.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So
I
I've
remember,
unknowingly been in a bachelor type situation where he was dating like 10 girls at once. I just didn't know about it.
Oh.
how do you keep them all straight? Is there like an Excel pro like
The question
sheet?
we would love to know the answer to.
An Excel sheet. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Color coded.
It's got
I do remember there was this girl on TikTok and she was like exploring dating and she did have an Excel spreadsheet of who she had gone on dates with, how many dates they had gone on, how they went. Yeah, it was a whole
Wow.
thing.
I'm not gonna lie, that totally sound like
that sounds so appealing.
but I wouldn't do that.
I know I wouldn't, but yeah,
I
now
would.
you're looking to see like, okay, this one really is promising. This one,
Yeah.
I totally would do something like that.
See, I don't know, like
I might
you
give
guys
it a
don't just
shot.
like feel the vibe when you're there with the person. Like
Yeah.
I need notes. Notes to remember fuck boys.
Yeah.
there are certain people that I just feel like safe with, like comfortable, like okay, I could open up to this person, and other people I'm like, no. Like they may be cute, but if I don't feel that like comfort and
Right.
safety, like
The butterflies.
Yeah.
butterflies are bad.
That oh God. Yeah, I would love to have that
Common-
again.
Yeah.
Butterflies make me make poor decisions.
Yeah, really? Depends. Well, and speaking of depends, that was the last guy who tried to hit me up. He was wearing them.
Oh my God! There you go.
Oh, we love you, Ike.
Seriously, it's the truth. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, no, I don't have to stop. I'm like, oh God.
Oh my gosh. Well, there's the silver lining in that cloud.
Exactly.
I think that would be
Oh
the
my
perfect
goodness.
answer to long concerts.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
to.
Once you lose your spot in the front row, it's gone.
You're done.
Yeah.
Done.
I can't fight crowds.
No.
Go to crowds.
Be like, sorry, don't you remember I was here like 5 minutes ago? I'm just trying to come back up.
Like I make friends
Yeah.
with everybody around me so they know I was there.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not just like sneaking up through when I come back from.
Be like, remember me and let me back in, please. Hold my spot.
Yes.
I really detest crowds. Like, as a short person, like I constantly get stepped on, have drinks spilled on me.
Well, then you just got to sit on his shoulders.
I'm
his?
jealous
Who's
that
his?
they got in the front row and I didn't.
Who's he?
Who's his?
Whoever he is. Be like, or just go up to a guy and be like, can I sit on your shoulders and watch the concert?
Just a random guy.
Yeah.
But now you're effing the person who is behind you.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because now it's even taller.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good point.
Concerts.
All right. Screw that idea.
Yeah.
Then they'll be jealous they can't see.
Hacks,
There you
yeah.
go. Here we
Right?
are.
Yeah.
Nice,
Here we are.
nice segue.
Full circle.
Yeah.
All right. The green-eyed
I love a good
monster.
segue.
Jealousy in relationships. Our guest today is a former relationship
But we'll be
influencer.
back. I'm
Still a
determined.
relationship.
Yes.
Absolutely. Even if I'm on the road, I will.
Yes.
I would love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
join-
We're
get-
going
you
to
need to come
bully
back.
you back in.
Yeah. You join
I'm
back
with you.
team.
So wait,
Join-
now,
Because I did have I had a topic that I related to you, Ike, that I thought would be interesting to bring up is you're on the road all the time and you're meeting all these people. And
Oh yeah.
I thought it would be interesting the dynamic of the entertainer and the groupie.
Groupie. Right.
Yeah, there was a couple. One actually hit me
It
up
won't be in
before.
this episode.
Oh no, okay.
No, no. Save
Next
it.
one.
We have to
Okay,
save
I
it. We have
promise
to
I'll
save
save
it.
it. Yes.
Save
I-
it.
To bring
Yeah.
people back.
Yep.
Yes.
So now-
Just an idea.
so Roger shared about a time he was jealous. Meg, Ike, Lydia.
Social media with Rodney.
Schmodney.
Schmodney.
Oh God.
100%.
Now what?
Oh, nothing. Like in the past.
Like
He was jealous of you, or you were jealous of him?
Both.
Or both.
I
Both.
assume.
Both. Wholeheartedly both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It was a
Um,
constant battle.
Like, what was the battle though? That
Um,
he was liking other people's things or friends with people he shouldn't be. Or
he was
what?
entertaining. He was very entertaining. He was very entertaining of others.
Oh,
got it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Got
Gotcha.
it.
And why was he jealous of you? Were you entertaining of others?
No.
So what was he jealous about with you?
The guilty
I think
dog
some-
always barks first.
Oh my God, I need a shirt. That's it. Oh my God. Sorry.
I
Oh.
don't know
Dog
what that
always
means.
barks first.
My
Yeah,
God.
you know what? I will say that if you are in the wrong and you're doing the
You're
wrong
gonna try to call out somebody else.
to justify how you
Exactly.
feel, so that you're saying, okay, what I'm doing is okay.
Exactly.
one of my like first indications that somebody I was with was cheating on me was when I knew I wasn't cheating, but they were very like defensive and jealous and almost accusatory of me, trying to say that like I was cheating or I was up to something. And I'm like, why would you think that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's because they were.
Yep.
I had a guy who actually felt the hood of my car to see if I was out. Yeah.
That's called stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was.
Wow.
It was insane. It was
People
insane.
are brutal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They are so fucking.
Or what
brutal.
about they order food from Uber, not Uber, but
Have
like
you seen that?
DoorDash, and then they say, "Hey, I want
Take
you
a
to keep the
picture."
food. I just want you to tell me if there's another car in the driveway
Or who answers the door? Yeah. I've
Oh,
seen that.
jeez.
Do
Isn't
what
it,
now?
though?
People will go on DoorDash and they
Yeah.
will order food and have it delivered to their
Whatever
partner's
house or-
address. And they will message the driver and say, "Hey, you can keep the food. You don't have to deliver it. I just want to know if there's another car in the driveway."
Wow.
Wow.
Genius.
I mean, I'm too cheap to
Genius.
do that, but
Genius
you
level.
can't DoorDash for under like $50
And
now,
take the
so-
picture, because they always send you the picture once
Exactly.
it's dropped off.
Exactly.
And they get a free meal.
Exactly.
And they get a free meal. Yeah.
It's genius.
I can go
And
for a
I
chicken
saw
right
a thing
now.
today
Yes.
about like so we talked about, jealousy of them talking to other people and the lengths that some people will go to cover that up. And I
Yeah.
found out something today because I was watching another TikTok, because where else do I get my information from these days? And apparently you can.
Not the Uber Eats detective service.
Uber Eats
Coach
It's
Evan.
hilarious, but it works for some people.
Coach Evan just responded. That's hilarious.
That is.
And I'm not trying to give anybody ideas to do
Let's
this,
see who it is.
Nice.
but if you have an iPhone, you know how you have the Notes app?
Right.
Yeah.
You can invite somebody to be a collaborator on that note, and you have a conversation in that note. So if your significant other looks on your phone and they go in your notes and say it's like, oh, shopping list, why are they going to look at your shopping list? They, like, that seems innocent enough, but really
That's
just
sneaky.
that's just a cover.
Wow.
Or what is it?
If you have to hide a conversation like that,
You shouldn't be having it.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's man. Now all the girls who would normally just go through text messages are going to start checking
Yeah.
the notes
Yep.
app. And I say girls because it is mostly women who will play detective.
I had no idea you could do that.
Because men.
Some
don't
of us
think
are
that
FBI
about a lot.
agents.
I
Mhm.
felt like I was an FBI agent till that just came up. Now I'm
Yeah.
like doubting my skills.
As you should.
Like, damn, that's smart.
Or on like the latest update of the iPhone, just because you delete a text message, if you go to edit, there is recently deleted.
Yes.
And you can restore that conversation.
Now, if you could just figure it out on an Android. I don't have
Lydia,
Android.
are you sure you're not jealous? Because you said you're.
Lydia's got all the
The 411 here.
Again, I get a lot of information from TikTok.
Oh my God.
So you see these stories. It's really
Right.
because there's a woman, I don't remember her handle, but other women will go to her to find out if their man is cheating. She's very attractive.
She's beautiful.
Are you okay? So
I know exactly who you're talking about. She's beautiful.
she reaches out to these guys and gets the proof
And
for
reports
the woman
back.
and reports back. They do pay her for the service.
Yes.
Wow.
So she has made like a business out of it.
Good for her.
Because people just are like, oh, it just feels like something is off. Some people are just jealous to begin with, so they just want to make sure everything's okay.
Right.
There's a radio show. Well, Ryan Seacrest has his own morning show, but there's a lot of other morning shows that do the same thing. And so they do the thing called Ryan's Roses. And what they do is they will call this guy. And usually it's them calling the guys, not the girls, but I don't know, whatever. And they said, you have the opportunity to send roses for free. It's our way of saying, thank you. All we want you to do is spread the word about our business. And you can send it to whoever you want. Who would you like to send these roses to? And usually these guys are sending them to other girls. And the girl, their girl is sitting on the other line listening to all this.
Oh,
so,
we used to do that on like the morning show out here on the radio.
Yeah. Or the Facebook groups of, are we dating the same guy?
Oh, those cause a lot of drama. And let me tell you,
I love those groups.
Those groups are for safety. Second of all, if you're a lying ass, you know what?
You
can't be mad that you're getting posted in there.
Right.
Like if somebody has to post you, they just have an inkling. But if somebody else can respond, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, here's the thing. Like, if you want to be in a relationship, like I said, blinders on. Like, if I were to enter a relationship with somebody and they said, I don't want you being friends with any of these guys, boom, done, gone.
Right, exactly.
My phone, gone, fine. Because I want that relationship more than I want the attention from those other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, what does that get you? Nothing. It's not
Nothing.
like a partnership. And like, I want that true partnership. So if you're not willing to do that for somebody.
What if your best friend is a guy?
There is a very specific type of friend relationship between opposite sex. And if he isn't treating you like a brother, he ain't just your friend.
Right.
He wants more.
Nailed it.
He wants more in the future.
Nailed it.
My best friend, we've been best friends for half of our lives. We've been best friends since we were 17. We are now 35. And
Wow.
he's had girlfriends that were jealous that, and we're just best friends. Like,
That's amazing.
Right.
That is.
I had a guy friend who was strictly a guy friend. It was that brother sister type relationship. He entered a very serious relationship, and she was jealous of our relationship. She told him this. She communicated it to him, and then he, doing the right thing. Now, this was my friend, and I would never fault him for this. Came to me and said, "This is my situation. I just want you to know, like, I'm not just ignoring you." And I'm like, as a woman, I can absolutely respect it. Like, I can totally step back. I don't want to be a problem in somebody else's
Right.
relationship. Like, that's
Right. Yeah.
I want him to be happy. And if that means being
Taking
happy,
myself out. Yeah.
so be it.
Right.
Like, if the other woman were to fight dropping the friendship,
Right.
Mm,
There's a reason.
there's a reason.
right.
There's a reason.
And he may not realize it, but she does.
Right.
Why she wouldn't want to drop it. And
Right.
I think it goes the other way around too.
Yeah.
Both ways. Like,
Of course it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
if you don't have a sibling type relationship, it's not. Nope. Gotta go.
Right. Yeah.
And I've
right.
been a friend that's been dropped, and I was okay with it. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for another great episode. I mean, we had a lot of good
Amazing.
conversation. Yeah, good
Yes.
conversation. And Ike, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
I
For coming.
truly adore
I'm
you all.
so glad
much.
you
we
came back.
needed
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm so happy you asked me back, and I'm thrilled to do it again soon, for sure.
Yes.
communicating how
absolutely.
jealous we are of what keeps you away
Mhm.
from us.
Yes.
Yes.
I wish you could all come with me. I swear to God, it would be so much fun.
Yeah.
You hang out with
It'd be
all
a
these
blast.
other people.
He's got a
and
great
talk to
show. I've
them.
watched it.
Amazing show.
I love you guys
Yeah.
so much.
We love you.
We love you, Ike.
Oh, I love you.
And that's why no other man has lasted, because they're not you.
They're not you. Bingo. Bingo.
Nothing against. No, I
Yeah.
don't know if any previous relationship influencers are watching.
But they're not Ike, so
Everybody has
Hmm.
played a great part in this podcast.
If I didn't
Yeah.
have a bra on, I would flash you all right now.
Oh my
And
God,
on that note-
Samesy?
yeah.
Like ending podcast before somebody says something.
Really. And I don't know why I'm not taken.
All right, guys, you have yourself a great night. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.